Welcome back to this Guild Wars 1 Let's Play. You're with Sambo, Seraphis heals a lot, and joining us as always looking resplendent in their gold and purple is none other than Regina J. Lacerta. Good evening, my lady.
Good evening, sir. How are you today?
Oh, not too bad. Loving this. Loving being in Guild Wars 1. Look, a little bit of a secret, folks, just so that you know what's happened behind the scenes. And by the way, welcome to this week's episode. Have a look on the map and look, Reggie, I can see we've already got some ants trails there because you and I had to run to where we left off in the last episode, or close enough to, so that we could start the next leg of this quest. So we came from Ventari's Refuge all the way south and then through the portal all the way through the Reed Bog and ended up here where you can see on the map, this beautiful map of, look at that, the huge land of Tyria in Guild Wars 1. And here we are on this, well, I guess it's a log bridge, isn't it? I mean, this is somewhere that, yeah, I'm going to zoom right out. You've chosen this. It's really cool, isn't it? I love the little details.
It's like almost like a giant tree root which has had to span across open land.
I'm panning around and having a look at it. It is like that, isn't it? There's a big sort of valley below it. In fact, we're quite high up, to be completely honest. And look, I must admit also, we had a bit of trouble getting here. Number one, I died a few times. I'm not too much of a man to admit that. And Reggie saved the day as always. She ran us to the portal and we made it through just in the nick of time. So thank you, Reggie. In fact, you know what? I'm even going to give you a bow for that one. There you go. Very special Seraphis bow just for you.
Aww.
There you go. And I'm going to zoom out again because, by the way, it looks fantastic here in Guild Wars 1 as always. I love this game so very much. Oh my God. Look at us. We look tiny all the way down there. But anyway, we made it here after I died a few times. And then we got lost, didn't we? We basically, look at that, we went all the way down that way, thought, hang on, we're going the wrong way, and this little Reed Bog that we're in is almost like a mini puzzle, isn't it? Like trying to get to the point where just, I don't know if you can see where I'm wriggling my mouse. Over in the background there is the portal that we need to get to, and you can see if I hover over it there, it says the Falls. It took us a while to actually get here. In fact, it took us 25 minutes. Hope you don't mind me admitting that, Reggie. But God, it was like a puzzle in itself, wasn't it? Just getting here.
Yeah.
It's so cool. I love that. And I reckon they did that deliberately in the design of the game. But look, the Falls is where we need to be. And if you want to know why, you can see up here. Here we go. This quest that we're on here, Blood and Smoke. Find Dark Oak in the Falls to the southwest and return the bloody heart to him. Now, if I look in my inventory, there is here somewhere, and I hope you've got one as well. Where is it? Oh God, I hope it's here. I hope I haven't. Oh, there we go. Bloody Heart, the quest item. Now, we got that in our last Guild Wars 1 episode, and we logged out before we finished off. So we're now heading into the area called the Falls to find Dark Oak and give him this bloody heart that we got last time. So there we go. You can see we're going to go through this portal and find the Falls. Now, I don't know about you. I can't remember ever being here before. You may have, but I've got a funny feeling that the Falls is quite large and that we have to fight our way to where we need to go. Do you remember anything about it at all? Have you been here before?
I have been here before, and the funny thing is, from my memory, the Falls it may even be an outpost, but I could be wrong. It's been a while. It's definitely been a while since I've been in this neck of the woods.
Well, look, I'd value your opinion more than mine when it comes to Guild Wars 1, so we'll wait and see.
Look, my brain is not up to scratch at the moment.
Oh, look, and by the way, look, I'd just like to say that I hope everything's okay with you. I know you had a week off of your live stream because of real life stuff, and I hope that you had a nice break, by the way. It's good to be able to actually not have to do a show every now and then. Of course, that's no disrespect to all of our fans and viewers. We love making these for you guys, but you know what? A little break every now and then actually is amazing, isn't it?
I agree. Look, it was much needed headspace for me.
There you go. And by the way, it's good to have you back, and I'm looking forward to this week's live stream. Better be there or be square, folks. Okay, so look, let's get on with things. I'm going to run down here because I parked Mox. I've got Mox in my party, and I know you have as well. I parked him over there, of course, using the ordering your heroes interface here under the minimap. But how do you stop them from being here anymore? Like, how do I clear that mark?
Well, there's a little red circle with an X in it.
Oh, cancel.
At the end of it. Yeah, the command.
Oh, look at that. Now he's come over to me. Okay, thank you. It's been such a long time. There's the shrine. All right, look, are you ready to come over here with me and make our way through the port? Oh, look, there's the other road. That's where it came out. Oh my God, there are so many ways in and out of this area. Oh my God.
It is funny because this game, like, you can't run off a cliff, and there is those set paths, and there is places which you cannot get to. It's not possible. Yet there is still multiple ways to get around.
Oh, exactly. So what you're saying is, even though it's not completely freeform, and by the way, you can drag us through into the falls, Reggie. Mm-hmm. So you think it would be very linear. It's, well, I guess technically it is, but you still bloody will get lost. Well, you do if you're me anyway, so it feels very open world. Thank you very much. There we go, the falls, an explorable area. Now, this just looks gorgeous in here as well. Let's have a look at the map, and where do we... Oh, can you see where we need to go, Reggie? Now, hang on, can we draw...
I can see the pip.
Yeah, there we go, so it's down... All right, I'm going to follow you. Now, it's very dangerous.
Oh, that's always dangerous.
Well, it's dangerous to follow you, yes, but it's also very dangerous just around here, and I think we touched on... Oh my God, look at all these spiders coming down. Oh, that's so creepy.
They're all just dropping out of the trees.
I need to heal you already.
That's not fair.
And you've got a dot on... Oh my God, I've got a massive dot. Oh my God, I'm nearly dead.
I can take the dot off.
Oh, can you? Oh, thank goodness for that.
I think I can.
You take it off me because I'm nearly dead. Oh my God.
No, I can only take it off myself, I think. Let me just... Can I... Dot remove on you? No, I can only remove dots on myself. Sorry.
That's okay. Well, and
I'm not really sorry.
Wouldn't you? Exactly. Wouldn't you know it as well? Oh, not enough energy. Damn. Hang on, heal party.
Oh, wait a minute. What I can do, though... Oh, no, they're all dead. Look, I've got this well of blood. So if we all stand in here, we all get healed.
Oh, there we go. Thank you.
I can heal the whole party.
You can... I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
You should try it one time.
Funny girl. Funny woman. Did you hear that, folks? She's so horrible. Let me change the topic very quickly. Look how beautiful the scenery is. In fact, it is gorgeous. But yeah, look,
and hats off to you. Here I thought we might easily stumble into an outpost, but no, you were right. It's another explorable area, so I was trying to be hopeful and getting the easy way out of it.
Well, that's okay. Look, I'm kind of glad that it's an explorable area. How I'm going to use my heal party. Now, look, this though, the dots that we're getting put. In fact, look at that. Little Tom is getting dotted up the wazoo over there, and you can tell by the way if they've got a dot because their little thing turns green, their little butt. Oh, have you got a well of blood again? Is that what this...
I do.
Oh, well done. Do you know what it's highlighting, Reggie, is the skill and the, like I call it, the mini game, the tactical mini game that's required for setting up your skill bar. Now, if I'd known that there were going to be a whole bunch of spiders in this area, what I should have done...
You wouldn't have come in here.
Well, I would, and that's definitely point number one. I wouldn't have come in here. But point number two is what I would have done. This is the great thing about Guild Wars 1, is I would have set up my hotbar or loaded a template that I've already got saved with skills on it that remove curses and poison and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Oh, God, help. They've just come down again beside... Do you know what I mean? So... You know, that's the skill set that I would have loaded for this particular area. Yeah. And I think that is the cool thing about Guild Wars 1. So, yes, it's painful where we are. And we were talking about this last week, Reggie, where, you know, I think you'll agree, well, I think anyway, that Guild Wars 1 is actually harder than Guild Wars 2. That's just my experience of it. And I know you've had much more experience in both games than me, so you may have a different opinion.
Look, I would actually say you're right. Guild Wars, because... Especially when you're in an explorable area in Guild Wars 1, if you've not set your party and your hotbar up well enough, there's no getting out of it. Whereas in Guild Wars 2, you can do a little bit of swapping and changing, and there is also, you know, you might stumble across a complete stranger who will suddenly start helping you out. Well, that's not an option here.
Not right, of course, because we're in an instanced area. Now, that's not a bad thing. What it means is that you are being forced, and I like this, to be a little more strategic about your skill setup, and you can't just run on through, and I'm going to use a very Aussie term here, like a headless chook or a galah, thinking, oh, it's okay, I'll just hand solo my way through all of this. You can't, because you'll get killed. You have to think about it a little bit more, don't you? And I like that.
You will. It is actually really, really hard to run through an area and ignore it, because the mobs, I find, and this may just be my own experience, so it would be interesting to see what other people think, but I find that in Guild Wars 1, the mobs follow you more than they do in Guild Wars 2. In Guild Wars 2, they sort of have their set area that they don't move out of.
Yeah.
But I find they're more likely to follow you in 1.
And that is typical of most theme park MMOs. And let's face it, Guild Wars 2 is more of a theme park MMO than Guild Wars 1 will ever be. And they definitely confine them to the point where the mobs, they will only aggro you to a certain point. And once they get out of that radius, I think this is what you're saying, yeah, they will turn around and go back to their original spawn point, right? Is that what you mean?
Yeah. So they'll wander so far from their, masking tape on the floor.
Right.
But once you're away from that area, they'll go back to that spot.
Yep, that's exactly right. Whereas here, they seem to chase us like it's an instance in WoW or something like that. They'll chase you right to the very end. And by the way, sorry about the frame rate there, folks. I think it's my computer. I don't think it's actually Guild Wars 1. But,
you're still running Windows 3.1, aren't you?
Yeah, that's right. Windows 3. Do you know what? I actually remember Windows 3.1. That's the sad part. Oh my God, need to heal the party here. Oh, it's going to be close. Good Lord, that was close. And poor old Alicia.
I'm not doing too bad.
Oh, Alicia is dead. Yeah, you're doing okay. I've got to resurrect our other healer, my backup healer, because of course she died, I didn't. But that's okay. We'll just leave
for
that.
Once?
Yeah. You had to add in for once. Look at it. Look at the scenery here. Look at those big leaf things in the background. They're amazing. Okay, now hang on. I've got some centaur harnesses. There we go. Pick that up. Some gold coins. So yeah, look, I think the point that we're trying to get across here, Reggie, is... Oh, there's Dark Oak, by the way. Is that the game requires a lot more thought. And you can't just, face roll your way through it. And I like it. It's much more of a challenge. And that also means, Reggie, that at the end of the day, it's much more satisfying. Like, I feel really good that we've made it this far. And we've actually made it here. Like, it felt like an adventure. And it felt like a challenge, actually just getting this far. I don't know about you, but I like that. It's way more satisfying.
I definitely, it's the smaller victories that you feel justified in celebrating, where in Guild Wars 2, it's not until I actually finish an area do I feel as accomplished.
Yeah, that's right.
But in saying that, the journey to clear an area is awesome. It's amazing.
Oh, yeah. And look, we're not saying that one game is better than the other or anything silly like that. I'm just saying my preferences tend to be a little bit more towards a game like Guild Wars 1 because I can... Look, the other thing about Guild Wars 1 is because it's instant... Like, by the way, I just can't stop looking at the scenery. My God, it's beautiful in here. For a game that is 8, 9 years old... I like a game where I can take my time because, Reggie, let's face it, you and I, look, I'm going to stand next to you. We are in this great big explorable area. It feels like open world. It's just you and I here. So you and I can say, look, we're going to bugger off for an hour because we've got real life stuff to do. We'll just stay here. The game's not going to auto-log us out. No one else is going to come in here and mess things up. No one's going to come and steal our kills because this is an area that has been created specifically for us and our party. So we can go away and do stuff for an hour, 2 hours, 10 hours, come back and pick up exactly where we left off. Like, it does not matter. And I like that. No. I really like that. And then, of course, what I can do is I can say, oh, look, I need to go to my K screen here and I need to make sure that I've got the right skills on. I need to get out of this instance because, of course, we can't change skills while we're in a mission or in an explorable area. So now that we've learned about it, maybe once we've done this, we can go back to an outpost, map travel there, and I can reset up my skills, and then we can come in here and try it again and see what a difference it makes. I don't know. I like that about Guild Wars 1. There's something about it. And of course, the other cool thing about this, folks, is don't forget that if you don't already own this game, number one is that you can go and buy it very cheap. I saw it here in the shops, Reggie. It's still on sale for $10 for each of the expansions. $10 for the core game, $20 for the trilogy. I can't remember what the price is on Steam at the moment, but it's always going for a song. That is the one to get, by the way, the trilogy. It's absolutely fantastic. Then, just like Guild Wars 2, there is no monthly sub. So that's it. If you like Reggie and you want to buy stuff like what she's got on now, I think. Is that from the store? Is that where that's from? Or
this is.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So, you don't mind buying from the shop because it's supporting... Oh, there we go. There's more stuff. So it's all costumes and fluff and extra storage and stuff like that. Look at all these beautiful clothes that Reggie has here. Of course, we know she's the... Oh, that's nice. She's the shopping queen. Oh, my God. How... Sarah, oh, that's my favourite. That's incredible. I love that. That's like a white mantle piece. Look, Reggie's probably supporting the game all on her own with the amount of money she's spent in the shop. But it is purely optional, and you do look fantastic there. And don't worry. And there's the headless one. We've seen that in a number of our episodes before. Don't worry about the frame rate. That's just me and Vista, and I'm also running low on hard drive space at the moment. Look how many costumes she's got. So normally Guild Wars, and it's Fraps that's doing this, by the way. So, this game runs smooth as butter, honestly, especially on today's hardware because it's a very old game, so it just absolutely sings on any game system. So anyway, look, that's the point. The other major point, of course, is that we have created a guild in here, and I think it's, what is it, G? There we go, G for guild. We've got Pink Yeti Army here in Guild Wars 1, which you guys already know about, so you're welcome to come along and join us, and you can see some familiar names in there. We've got Sunsella, which is Steph. We've got Merrick. We've got Authorius there. We've got Arkbalin. Madam Mayhem is there. We've got Hello Madam, and Sakura. All the people that you know and love are all here in Guild Wars 1, so come along and join us. Anyway, look, we're running out of time. I did want to do that spiel, though, because a lot of people still ask us those questions, say, oh, why should I play Guild Wars 1? That is why. Let's have a chat to Dark Oak, see what he's got to say. Darkness and light, good and evil, are all a part of nature. There is no regrowth without death or without decay. Such is the lesson that I can teach you, stripling. Why do you disturb me? Well, we're here because we've got a bloody heart. There we go. Let me look into the dark. I see a great beast, a great cat. A lion. Well, that's interesting, Reggie. A lion. I wonder what that's in reference to. This lion hungers. He is devouring the forest. The entire forest. Nay, the entire world. A host of gleaming angels. No, not angels, but birds. Carrion birds. Bright and terrible as the sun accompany this lion. All falls before his hunger until naught is left but bitter ashes. That is all I see. Wow. You know what? His message, Reggie, is not very positive, is it? It's a bit doom and gloom, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Now, it says here that we need to return to Deep Root and tell him of Dark Oak's warning. Now, if I remember right, that's up in, yeah, there we go, Etten's back. So, can we just map travel to Ventari's Refuge? Is that where we can go, do you reckon?
We should resign first.
Oh, okay, all right. Now, I forgot about that. It's the funny thing. Here we go, /resign. Okay, I have resigned.
You're lucky I still know how to play the game.
Yeah, and I've completely forgotten about that. So we will be returned to, there we go, Ventari's Refuge. Just as well you remembered that, actually. I completely forgot about that. Well, I'll call it a feature, but it's a bit weird even to this day. There we go. Return to Deep Root and tell him of Dark Oak's warning. Now, I've got a funny feeling that he's just outside, even though the map is showing us that it looks like it's miles away. I think it's just outside here through this portal. So if you don't mind, I'm just going to pull us through. There we go. Because you get pulled through as well, don't you, Reggie?
I do, yes.
And of course, you will never see any of this happening in Guild Wars 2. Where is he? Is he around here somewhere?
Look behind you.
Oh, God!
Look behind you.
What? Here I was, because of course, look, I'm just going to join in this fight quickly, because our guys were fighting, and so I thought, oh, he's over here somewhere. But no, he's right beside me. God, you must have been laughing your head off at that. Classic. Okay, now we've taken them down. There we go. Oh, are they still fighting people? Okay, fine. I can do that. No problem. Let's take these guys down. Because, of course, that's XP as well. Don't mind that. Wow, my DPS is terrible. I mean, I am a healer. It's understandable, but still. There we go. Come on. Shoot, shoot, shoot. There we go. All right. Time to hand in. Away we go. Wait, how did I get stuck over here? Hey, move. Move, move, move. There we go. Do you know what I've done? I've disabled point and click. I must remember to turn that back on because it's very handy sometimes. Here we go. Having a chat to Deep Root. This is a dire vision indeed. The lion he saw is obviously Kryta or the White Mantle, but what of the carrion birds? I must consult with Evenia. Perhaps she can interpret this vision. Thank you, my friend, for everything you have done for us. And look at that. 2,500 XP, Spirit Shackles and Protective Spirit. I think they're spells. Let's accept that. And yes, now what is this? Spirit Shackles. Okay, I'm going to equip that later. And a Protective Spirit. This is a monk one. It's an enchantment spell that for 5 seconds, the target ally cannot lose more than 10% max health due to damage from a single attack or spell. So that's really cool, kind of putting like a shield on them, and that is actually kind of handy. I might put that on instead of one of my DPN. You know what, I'm going to pop it on that one there. If you don't mind, I'm going to try this out for a while and see what it's like. Now, where are you, Reggie? Let's try this. Target ally. Oh, look at that! Did you see that? Put a great big shield around you. That is really cool. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, now how long? For 5 oh, it's only for 5 seconds. But it's a very cheap spell. So at least I know that that's there. All right, look, shall we... We've got to sign off, so I guess we should... Well, we can do that out here, can't we? With the desert in the background. Why not? It's a nice looking view. If you would care to spin around, much as I love looking at your rear, it's probably not appropriate. Now, I must say also, tell us about that bow that you've got on at the moment. Because that looks different from your normal bow.
Yeah, well, this bow, it's actually a green bow. Right. It's called a Rotwing Recurve bow.
Right, okay. So is that...
So, green means it's sort of, the highest level
Which is different to WoW. I always get confused about that.
Yeah. Well, look, one of the good things in it gives me plus 30 to health and plus 5 energy, and it also says that it lengthens poison duration on foes. Now, the downside of that, however, is I don't actually seem to have any poisoning skills equipped.
Well, there you go, but that's again...
it's nice to know if I did.
Yeah, but that's the great thing about this. Now you know that, with that particular weapon, you can set up a skill set that has poison, and that's going to actually, match really well. Look, you can spend hours and hours, and I do in my other characters, setting up the skills and saving them as a template, and I absolutely love it. I think, like I say, it's kind of a mini game within the game itself. But anyway, look, we are way over time. We need to get out of here. I hope you enjoyed that, folks. Love a romp in Guild Wars 1. Don't forget to come along and join us if you own Guild Wars 1. If you don't own it, I highly suggest you go out and grab it. It is still a fantastic game, and it's really casual in terms of, the commitment that you need to put into it, but very addictive and very challenging. And right about now, I think that's a welcome change compared to all of the other titles that are around on the market. But there you go. Don't take my word for it. Go and buy it, and I guarantee you'll have a ton of fun. In the meantime, we need to get out of here. On behalf of myself, Sambo, Seraphis, Heals a Lot, and of course the wonderful Regina J. Lacerda, it's us saying take care. Hope you guys are having a great week wherever you are in the world. We do look forward to seeing you next time. We will see you then, and bye-bye.
Bye.